In the coming minutes, we want to inspire you to take nature enhancement within offshore wind farms to the next level. The tender Hollandse Kust West Site 6 awards promotion of the following: achieving of a favorable conservation status for habitat types reefs and sandbanks, and a good environmental status for fish communities and benthic habitats. Our advice will focus on measures to promote habitat types reefs and sandbanks. By applying these measures, you will automatically promote fish communities and benthic habitats as well. To work towards achieving previously mentioned goals, you can either take passive or active nature enhancement measures. Passive measures lie within exclusion of activities, rest and protection. We believe that all assets should be excluded from exploitation for the lifetime of the wind farm. If you directly start harvesting, we will never learn about the full potential of nature within offshore wind farms. Active measures adjust marine habitat. Which active measures to choose partly depends on the location. Hollandse Kust West is a highly dynamic sandy area. Applied measures should take into consideration this intrinsic value of naturally occurring nature. Active nature enhancement can consist of habitat restoration, habitat creation, or nature-inclusive design. Active measures can either increase the footprint offshore wind farm and the adding of hard substrate has by introducing artificial structures, for example, or it can decrease the footprint by, for example, working without scour protection. Some recommendations for active measures to promote reefs are to work on the standard design of all assets, like foundations, scour protection, cable crossings, and to vary in the applied options, vary in the use of substrate, and vary in structural complexity in order to learn and optimize future effectivity. Integrate biotic and abiotic components into your design, and think about introducing source populations of reef building species. Active measures to promote sandbanks could be to find opportunities to promote tube worms in deep troughs of sandy areas, and think about a nature-inclusive design of the monopile to minimize effects on water turbulence and seabed morphology. Introduce structures that create local variability, current velocity, sediment sorting and transport, and study the effect on soft-bottom communities. Mind easy decommissioning options with as little disruption for the created and surrounding nature as possible. In general, consider cost benefits in relation to scale. We advise to go for a large scale, preferably the entire wind farm and all assets. Create a mosaic of habitats in order to promote substantial and diverse communities with both predators and prey. To cut costs, think about eco-anchor points that enable cost-efficient future studies and monitoring without the need for dynamic positioning vessels. And finally, we want to emphasize the importance of monitoring. We still know very little about the effect of nature enhancement in offshore wind farms, and we need to make a steep learning curve. Vary in different techniques and think about differences in space and time. Offshore wind has a chance to contribute to achieving a favorable conservation and a good environmental status. This can only be accomplished with ambitious commitment on nature enhancement. We all need to go above and beyond for our North Sea.